I'm Marcus Boston, and welcome to another episode of BLG News for the week of October the 29th. First things first, our newsletter Off the Press is behind a little bit. We've been out of the office the last 2 days due to Hurricane Sandy, so we're finally up and starting to catch up with things. We're hoping to have the newsletters out in the mail either this afternoon or tomorrow morning. If you get an e-copy of a newsletter, we're hoping to have an email to you either Friday or possibly Saturday of this week. So due to Hurricane Sandy, things have kind of been out of whack a little bit, but we're working to get everything back caught up. The next story I want to talk to you about is a story that was brought to us by one of our fans via Facebook, and this story deals with a woman who had a C-section, and during the procedure she suffered third-degree burns. She settled the case against the hospital, but then she went forward to a jury trial against the doctor who was in the delivery room, and the jury came back against her and ruled for the doctor. And there was a lot of confusion as to how could she lose in such a situation. Well, the truth of the matter is that medical malpractice cases are very complicated, and a lot of times when they go to trial, the plaintiffs, the people bringing the suit, actually lose against the doctors. Now, I know that's contrary to what the tort reform people say and all of these other media outlets, but normally, a lot of times, these cases can be very difficult when in front of a jury. So as a result of that, we have written a consumer guide to help you if you may be facing this type of situation, a potential medical malpractice situation. We have written a consumer guide when you can send us an email at info@bostonlawllc.com, and that consumer guide will help you get a better understanding of the medical malpractice process in Maryland. For example, you can't even go forward with a medical malpractice claim in Maryland unless you have another doctor to come in and say that your treating doctor fell below the standard of care in your situation. So again, there's a lot of things that come up in these types of cases, and if this is something that you may be facing, go ahead, send us an email and we'll get that consumer guide out to you in the mail. And finally, the last story for this week deals with early voting. That's right, early voting is back. The last 2 days, the polls have been closed due to the hurricane again, but everything is back up and running. You can go to the State Board of Elections website for more information on where is your polling place, or just to help you with questions in general that you may have regarding voting. Remember, voting is very, very important. It's your way to have a voice in what goes on at the federal level in this country and also down to the state and local levels. So again, remember, if you can vote early, go ahead and vote early and have a say in what goes on in this country. Again, I'm Marcus Boston, and I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.